Next.
To the work.
For the past few seasons, although Kezar will be home after a little bit of renovation here momentarily. So a lot of players, not only who have played here as Seals, but also the University of San Francisco, a lot of players on this team. So a very familiar field for them.
University of San Francisco has provided the Seals with numerous players, and a lot of these players have played tons and tons of games here over the years. So nothing new to them. This is definitely home.
Dave Higasser and Gunter Feldman name the starters for the San Francisco Bay Seals. Bill May will be the goalkeeper tonight. Jason Westcott, number 4, will be one of the defenders. Kenneth Full, number 7, is also in defense. Shane Watkins, one of the forwards, number 8. Shawnee Simpson gets to start tonight, number 9, a midfielder. Rob Gallo, the co-captain, number 13, along with number 14, Angelo Sablo. As a forward, DJ Johnson, new to the team this year, number 16, will be starting tonight. Keith Ratsburg gets the start at forward, number 21, and Kim Tai Simpson, number 23, in midfield. Last week, Ratsburg coming off the bench. This week, getting the start. El Paso getting it down inside right now. And right away, the defense being tested right here for the San Francisco Bay Seals. This is Matthew Stewart bringing it back up top now to Steve Gordado, one of the veterans on this El Paso team. He sends it across and out. Tom Simpson had to be pleased last week. A little bit of a transition this year with Bill May at goalkeeper, but they come out and get the same results, a shutout, and that's a great way to start things off and for Bill May to get acclimated to his new team.
I felt Bill May played a strong game last week. He read the game really well. He anticipated a lot of plays, did a lot of things he had to do to post a shutout, and I think he filled the shoes of J.J. Wozniak well.
Chasing it down right here, Shawnee Simpson on the far side. Seals keeping it in bounds on the far side right now. And we have a whistle. The Seals will go back onto the attack right now. This is Ken Rogoski sending it back to the near side now to Jason Westcott. The Seals trying to feel out this El Paso defense here early on, and there's a steal for Gordado. Gordado, who had a goal scoring off a penalty kick last night against the California Jaguars. And it goes out on the near side. Westcott will bring it back in now for the Seals. Wind still whipping just a bit as we start this contest tonight, and that may have a definite effect on this game tonight, particularly in long passing situations or anytime you're trying to score from a long ways out there. It's going to be very tough to control the ball and control your passing.
It will be. I think both teams will definitely put emphasis on keeping the ball on the ground, emphasize the short possession passing game, and hopefully that'll do a lot better than any balls in the air tonight.
A steal on the far side. The El Paso team plays more of a Latin American style of play. We've seen this Seals team were more of a Brazilian style of play. And how does that matchup fare for the Seals traditionally?
Well, in the past, the Seals have done very, very well against Latin-style teams. Usually their athletic ability and their speed pose problems for Latin-style teams. It'll be interesting to see, though, how El Paso comes out again after playing back-to-back games. Are they going to have enough pace to keep up with the Seals tonight?
Jason Westcott controlling it for the Seals, sending it to the near side to Angelo Sablo, one of the co-captains on this team. Sablo with a run down the near side. Seals have had a hard time getting it into El Paso territory, and right here Ratsburg has it taken away by El Paso, and they clear it back to Jason Westcott. Nice defense right there by El Paso. This is a very fast, very quick team, El Paso. It'll be tough to get any breakaway type scoring tonight.
They did, and I think that's why both teams had success against the California Jaguars to open the season. The Jaguars are not as fast as both these teams are, and El Paso did damage, as did the Seals with their speed.
Just 5 minutes into the contest now. Sablo taking it on the near side. Working there against David Stewart. Kenneth Folan now getting it into the center of the field, and it's controlled by Lorenzo Baeza. One of the guys who had a big night last night for El Paso was Jose Lamelli, just 17 years old, but he had 2 goals last night against California.
Must have been a great feeling for him. First A-League game, come out and get 2 goals. He is 17 years old, so it'll be really good to see how he handles the pressure of playing back-to-back games, but I definitely think that's a player the Seals are going to have to keep an eye out on.
Steve Gordado getting it back across to the far side. Guardado, one of the players that played on the Open Cup team back in '94. There's a handful of guys still around from the Open Cup team that went to the finals and lost to Richmond in a shootout for El Paso.
Steve Guardado, Herman Guardado, and Arturo Batista were players left over from that '94 Open Cup semifinal team. So they're very experienced, and I think that'll definitely prove vital for this team tonight.
Had a shot that went a little bit wide right there. Almost our first shot on goal. Bill May, and this is one of Bill May's strength right here, getting the ball out right here and getting it way downfield. He's got a great leg.
He's got a great leg, and I think tonight in the wind, you're definitely going to see him probably put some punts deep down into the El Paso box.
Oh, player hitting the ground. We may have our first card right here, Sandra Hunt, and she will bring out some yellow right here. Matt Stewart on the ground for El Paso. The Seals are going to be without Rodney Dumlau, who was carded last week against California. Not only has to sit out one game, but he's going to have to sit out 2 games.
Yeah, after the referees, the officials at the A-League reviewed the foul of last week on Rodney Dumlau. They made him sit out 2 extra games.
Let's take a look at this one more time. See where Matt Stewart gets hit and hits the ground.
We see the kick here from Bill May. And I believe it was Kim Tai Simpson. Kim Tai Simpson
Yes,
there.
indeed.
I guess the referee felt like he didn't go up and give a fair challenge, a little push in the side there. But it appears he's okay. But Kim Tai Simpson with the yellow, that's his 2nd straight yellow. And it's important to note that there is an accumulation card system here in the A-League, and that if Kim Tai's not too careful, I believe after 5 yellows, he will have to sit out a match.
Herman Guardado was given a red card last night against California for El Paso, but on the road you do not have to sit out a game, so he's in action here tonight.
Yeah, it's a very interesting rule by the A-League. Any red cards on the road, they decide to let you play, and I guess you'll sit out the very next game.
Kirk Wilson with the ball now taken away. Shane Watkins almost got there, but Stewart gets it out of bounds. Good move right there. DJ Johnson with a quick inbound pass to Watkins. El Paso getting back nicely on defense one more time. This is David Stewart now. The Seals controlling one more time. Sablo near side. Kenneth Folan looking downfield. Ratsburg trying to get open. Sablo hits the ground, and there's another whistle. Sandra Hunt on the call right here. No card this time. Sablo a little slow to get up.
Steve Guardado there with a hard physical challenge.
First real good scoring opportunity for the Seals right here. Kenneth Folan with the free kick coming up right here. Seals trying to work loose underneath. Headed back out by the Patriots. Kim Tai trying to get there. Doesn't. Ball sent long. Chasing it down, Ken Rogoski. Good battle right there with David Stewart. Rogoski wins the ball. Shawnee Simpson now to Kim Tai, his brother. Far side of the field. Seals will hang on. Folan getting it down to Ratsburg. El Paso packing it back in defensively. Kirk Wilson getting it out of trouble right there for them. This is Lorenzo Baeza now getting it into the center of the field. Kind of amazed with as much rain as we've received over the past week or two. The pitch is in really good condition tonight.
It is, and they've done a really good job here. There's only one bad area. There was a water pipe that busted a couple weeks ago, and they've had to repair that, but they've got the field looking really nice for tonight's game.
DJ Johnson getting over to Shane Watson. Onto the near side it goes Angelo Sablo. Really the offense goes through Sablo. Out to the near side. Keith Ratsburg will send it in. Ratsburg played here last year at the University of San Francisco, so he's of course very familiar with this field at Nago Stadium.
Ratsburg, a very fine player for the University of San Francisco, all West Coast Conference selection. So obviously he's got a lot of skill. Tom Simpson's really high on him, and he feels like Ratsburg's going to step in really nicely this year.
Good chance to see the leg of Nathan Busick coming up right here, the keeper for El Paso, as he gets this one away. He's just going to send it to the near side. El Paso Patriots with a lot of short passing. We'll see that tonight, their traditional style. As here we see a long one right after I say that, down in goal, and looking for a call, Jason Westcott. And it looks like we do finally get a whistle. A little bit late on the call right there.
J.J. Westcott, a very strong defender, spent last year with the Richmond Kickers in the A-League. Come back home here. He's from Livermore. He's very excited of the opportunity to play for the Seals in the A-League.
Ken Rogowski sending it far side to Shawnee Simpson, and back it goes to Rogowski. Sablo on the near side. Falling back to DJ Johnson now. Johnson sends it across to Shawnee Simpson. And it goes now to Rob Gallo, and that one is just off the mark. First shot on goal by the Seals tonight. Busick will get it back out of trouble now.
Great bit of possession there from the Seals. They switched the ball a couple times, opened up the field, and they did it very nice with it. Good shot on goal by Rob Gallo.
So the Seals with the first shot on goal of the evening. Comes El Paso now. Ratsburg doing a nice job staying with Gordado right there. Quick throw in now. Rogowski chasing back. Good opportunity right there for Antonio Mati for El Paso, but Rogowski wins the ball. Sablo on the near side now, setting it up for the Seals. Ratsburg now. And back up top to Sablo it goes. First year in the A-League for the San Francisco Bay Seals. They played a couple of Division II teams last year and beat both of them. So their win last week was their third in a row over this caliber of play. Ratsburg now gets it to DJ Johnson. Johnson sends it across inside the head toward the goal. Kim Tai is right there, and Kim Tai gets it in. The first goal of the night, and the Seals take a 1-0 lead. Kim Tai Simpson with 33:15 to go in the first half. And the Seals score early tonight.
Kim Tai Simpson, a part-time starter last year, started last week's game with a goal scorer, and now he scored tonight's goal, so he's definitely asserting himself for this year. Great finish by Kim Tai Simpson.
Didn't get a whole lot on the ball, but enough to get it over Busick and into the goal.
DJ Johnson played a nice ball in. Rob Gallo did well off his head there, and Kim Tai Simpson just playing really hard. Finished the goal, and it's 1-0 Seals.
So El Paso will have to play some come from behind action as we get a chance to take a look at the goal one more time. Great ball movement.
DJ Johnson, a great ball. Rob Gallo, great skill here off the head. Kim Tai Simpson, he just gets enough on it right here. A little confusion between the defender and the keeper, and he finishes off just to make sure. 1-0 Seals. Great goal by Kim Tai Simpson.
The Seals scoring in the first half last week and made that goal hold up the entire contest, a 1-0 victory over the California Jaguars. I'm sure Tom Simpson would like to see them add to their lead here tonight, especially when you get a goal this early.
I think he wants to see the attack click a little bit more than last week. As you stated, they made their goal hold up last week, and unfortunately for the El Paso Patriots, tough way to start this match.
Shane Watkins going down right there. The call goes against El Paso. Paso Patriots coming off an 8-20 season last year, and you know that doesn't sit well with them. They're a very proud franchise, and they want to get back on their winning ways this year.
They suffered through a dismal 8-20 season. It's good. It was really good for them to get the win last night against a very good California team on the road.
Long pass that time to Ratsburg, but an offsides call. The ball goes back over to El Paso. Look for a moment there like Ratsburg might have a chance to chase that one down into the corner.
Ratsburg's speed is definitely going to be a concern for Coach Chavez, the El Paso Patriots. And eventually, before the night's over, you might see him eventually latch on to one of those.
These teams have met 2 times over the years, one time at USF and one time at Livermore. The USF win, a 2-1 win for the San Francisco Bay Seals. Back in '94 at Livermore, a 4-3 win. So it's been a few years since they've played. And there are a few of the Patriots still around from that far back.
Like as I stated before, the Gordado brothers, Herman and Steve, and also Arturo Bautista were on the team. So they definitely are familiar with the Seals team. And a lot of the Seals players from then are definitely on the team now. So it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out.
This franchise for San Francisco has really been a great story. They start off as an under-19 team, and a lot of these same players have come all the way up through the years, and now here they are in the A-League.
It's great to see teams like this. It's a family-run organization. The players are very close. The chemistry is a definite intangible for them, and it works out for their advantage. So, and it's really tough to play these guys because these guys are really good friends on and off the field, and they play really hard together.
Kenneth Folan with a free kick right here. Looking for Ratsburg. DJ Johnson now. Getting it across for Watkins, and it's kicked out by El Paso nicely to the far side of the field. Ken Rogoski now chasing it back for the San Francisco Bay Seals. Under 30 minutes to go here in the first half. San Francisco leading it 1-0 at Nego Esco Stadium. Jason Westcott getting it across to Ken Rogoski. Shawnee Simpson now, a little bit of pressure from El Paso. And they send it out far side.
J.J. Westcott and Ken Rogoski this year replacing Tim Weaver and C.J. Brown, who actually today played against each other at an MLS contest. The San Jose Clash victorious today, 1-0 over the Chicago Fire. So it's good to see that two former Seals have success, and it's good that J.J. Westcott and Ken Rogoski have stepped in real nicely for Tom Simpson.
Angelo Sablo on the near side now. Bringing it across for the San Francisco Bay Seals, leading it 1-0. Matt Stewart takes it away, gets it to David Stewart. David Stewart keeping it in near side. Sablo chasing him back. Ken Folan not happy. A little bumping and shoving going on.
Play on, says the referee. Didn't think that was a foul at all.
What a way to come into the league last week with a win over the defending Western Regional Champion California for the San Francisco Bay Seals in a very emotional, very physical type game. So you can bet the word's going to get out on the Seals early. That's
the plan. They want their play to get into the community. They definitely have a very loyal fan base here. The local sponsors have rallied behind the Seals, and everyone's really excited about this season. And I think the Seals are going to have a fair amount of success this year.
Pretty good crowd here tonight despite the cool conditions here at Nego Esco Stadium, and imagine the crowds will get bigger and bigger as the season goes along. Here's an opportunity now for El Paso, but a nice job as Jason Westcott heads it back to Bill May, and May sends it out of trouble. Sablo now near side battling with Stewart, gets it to Watkins. Watkins with a nice back flip to Ratsburg. Taken back away by Stewart, sent down long, chasing it down, Kirk Wilson, but May comes out and heads it out of trouble. He's got to hustle to get back. Long outside shot. May gets a piece of it and grabs the ball. Great job by Bill May. Holy smokes, El Paso with a great opportunity. And Jose Lamelli, the guy who scored 2 goals last night, had an open goal, but he couldn't get it past May.
Bill May is going to provide very exciting and nervous times for Coach Simpson, and he made a good play there.
El Paso sending it back to the near side. This is David Stewart. Matt Stewart now into the middle of the field. And here comes El Paso on the attack now, trying to open things up, trailing by a goal here to the San Francisco Bay Seals. Matt Stewart sends it across. Long outside attempt. Seals pack it back in. DJ Johnson clearing it to the far side. What a great save that was by Bill May moments ago. And really about the only place that ball could have been for May to get there. If it had been to his right, to his left, or a little bit higher, we might be tied at 1-1.
I think fortunately for him, Jose Lamelli had a good shot, but he just didn't get underneath it enough. He was probably definitely looking to chip Bill May as he was off his line, but Bill May did a great job being really aggressive in the first place and did well to get back.
19 minutes into the contest. San Francisco up 1-0. El Paso back on the attack, far side. Antonio Mati chasing it into the corner. Defense being tested right here. Another shot that goes wide. David Stewart chasing it down now for El Paso. Kicked out. Nice defense right there. That was Angelo Sablo getting it out of trouble for the San Francisco Bay Seals. One of the co-captains here with Rob Gallo.
Angelo was sick all week. Didn't train that much, and Tom wasn't quite sure how much he's going to go, but he is a captain, and he's playing really hard. Got lots of good touches early, and we'll just see how long he goes tonight.
Rogoski gets it out of trouble right there. Kim Tai Simpson now sending it long, but El Paso will keep the possession right here. Good opportunity here for the Patriots. Lorenzo Baeza sending it in. Ken Rogoski is there. We have a whistle and a little bit of shoving going on. Shawnee Simpson mixing it up a little bit right there. One of the Patriots. And we had an offside call that beat the whistle right there. So all that shoving and physicalness for nothing right there as the offside call gives the ball back to the Seals. Here comes Jason Westcott now sending it down. Kim Tai Simpson almost climbing over the back of Freddie Juarez right there. Juarez to Matt Stewart. Stewart almost falls down. Now sends a long ball down, and the only one there is Bill May and Shawnee Simpson. May will end up chasing it down. El Paso complaining a little bit. They were a little bit fired up when they got here tonight. They went over to Kezar, so they misunderstood on the wrong page as far as where the game was. That upset them just a little bit. And so this team's a little bit fired up and coming off a big win last night and now trailing 1-0. You know, they're going to be feeling a lot of emotion here.
A little mix-up on the location of the game. Definitely didn't sit well with the organization. And unfortunately, they did get here, and the game is being played, so really no whole lot they can do about it right now.
Oh, on the far side, I believe that was Shane Watkins going down across over there.
It was Shawnee Simpson and Antonio Ramirez. They had a little scuffle just a moment ago in the box. And it looks like Antonio Ramirez was seeking some sort of revenge. And Shawnee Simpson's down on the ground.
Shawnee Simpson, of course, been with this program since its inception. His father, Tom Sisson, the founder of this program. Shawnee at 25 years of age and played at Sonoma State 92-93, USF 94-95, and has been with this team since 92.
Shawnee Simpson was a all-star performer last year in the USISL D3 game. Went to the Combine this year, and he has a lot of experience, and look for him to get lots of good looks this year from Major League Soccer teams, as he's a great wide midfielder, has great pace and great skill.
So a free kick opportunity right here for Kenneth Folan. Seals leading it 1-0 here, 23:49 to go in the first half at Negoesco Stadium. Folan sending it down. DJ Johnson just a little bit late getting there. Marked by Arturo Batista that time. Good opportunity right there. A nice ball if Johnson could have got ahead on that one.
Kenny Folan has a lot of skill. He's really dangerous with those set pieces, and he likes to drop those dimes on people's heads.
Folan battling with Lamelli. Now Sablo sends it in the middle to Kim Tai Simpson. Talk about the players last year. We have another whistle, and we're going to get a card right here. It's going to go again. Oh, it's a red card. Holy smokes. Ken Folan gets a red card right here.
Wow.
Sandra Hunt pulling out the red.
Very questionable call there. The ball was definitely laid onto the left there, and that was a very questionable. I guess she felt like he went over the top of the ball. Have to see the replay to know for sure, but a red card this early.
That's Antonio Mati that's on the ground for the El Paso Patriots. Tough break right here for the San Francisco Bay Seals. El Paso Patriots signaling for the sideline to get a trainer in here to take a look at Mati.
2 weeks in a row now, the Seals are going to have to play down a man, and we're going to have to take a look at that one.
Yeah, we'll see if we can pick it up right here. Kenneth Folan, red carded out of the game.
As you see here, the ball to Kim Tai, he plays the ball to Kenny. Kenny gets a little touch, not a great first touch on it. He plays it through, and I don't see the foul there. The ball was, he definitely hit the ball first, and it went to Shawnee. Shawnee lays it out of bounds to get the referee's attention, but no hesitation there on the red card. I would think maybe a yellow card caution, but straight to the red. That's very shocking.
Wow. Well, last week, a red card issued to the Seals, and then just moments later, a red card issued the other way to California, which balanced things out. And you can't ask for that kind of a break week in and week out. 22:54 to go here in the half. The Seals leading by a goal, fortunately, at this point, but things are going to get a little bit tougher right here in this first half of play.
I know Dr. Simpson wouldn't expect a call like that at home right away. We did see a couple yellows early on, but no hesitation on the red, and the Seals are going to have to play down a man here, and little reorganization here, but it's a long way to go before the finish, and hopefully the Seals can figure it out and get reorganized.
So a long way to play, down a man right here. 22:54 to go in the first half. Antonio Monti's still down. Monti, who comes with a lot of indoor soccer experience. He's 25 years of age. He's played in Mexico in 3rd Division, 2nd Division, and 1st Division. 5'7", 159-pounder, and it looks like they may have him
Looks like he's coming
definitely
off.
not leaving under his own power at this point.
Looks like he might be coming off here. I think El Paso will wait to make a substitution.
So a questionable call, to say the least. And the El Paso team has been very vocal. They've been yelling and screaming the whole half, trying to get calls, and perhaps that influenced Sandra Hunt on this particular call. Kind of a buildup of things that have happened in the first half here.
Now the question Dr. Simpson's got to ask himself is he going to lose Kenny Folan for 2 games like he lost Rodney Dumlau? Rodney Dumlau would have got a red card last week, was suspended for a game, but after the league reviewed the referee's report, the official's report, they sat him out for another game. And let's see if Kenny Folan will be out, who has to sit out the next game against the Vancouver 86ers a week from tomorrow. And will he have to sit out 2 games will be the question Dr. Tom Simpson's asking himself right now.
So here comes El Paso now with a man advantage. Far side, it's going to go back over to San Francisco. Shawnee Simpson chasing it down now for the Seals. Now, does the strategy change a little bit here, down a man? What do you try to do to counter that?
Well, fortunately for the Seals, a lot of teams do not know how to play with an extra man advantage. They're not really organized. They don't have the tactical awareness to be able to penetrate a team that's playing down a man. But what they're going to have to do is definitely reorganize, bring someone in the back, probably just run with Keith Ratzberg by himself in the front, bring Shane Watkins in the midfield, and go from there.
Saw an opportunity right there for Keith Ratzberg, but El Paso doing a nice job getting back defensively. Now they go back on the attack, and we have a couple of players hitting the turf again. Mix up right there. Kim Tai Simpson battling with Lorenzo Baeza. This time, no card by Sandra Hunt.
Kim Tai Simpson has to be careful. He already has a yellow card caution. It'd be a shame to get one for dissent for just having a few words with the official.
El Paso sending it across now. This is Matthew Stewart. Out of bounds it goes, battling with Angelo Sablo on the near side. That's been a pretty good matchup here so far tonight as we approach the 20-minute mark of this first half, with the San Francisco Bay Seals leading it 1-0 here at Nego Esco Stadium. Sablo getting it to Shane Watkins. Watkins trying to get out of trouble in a collision right there. DJ Johnson sends it to the far side. Shawnee Simpson having a little bit of trouble with the soft turf right there, but he now does control it. That is going to be a real interesting spot on the field, particularly in the second half when the Seals are be playing that in their offensive end.
And as it gets later, there gets a little moisture on the field, so that area might become a little bit wet, and players will have to adjust to that. There's definitely worse field conditions in this, so I don't think anyone's complaining too much.
This is Jason Westcott now, sending it down. Kim Tai Simpson. Gallo on the far side to Shawnee Simpson. Seals leading by a goal. Gallo finding some breathing room now, sends it across to Keith Ratzberg. He's got Shane Watkins in the middle. Shot goes past Watkins, but DJ Johnson is there, and he sends it into the back of the net.
Fantastic
for a
goal.
2-0 lead. A scorched by DJ Johnson. Wasn't sure if Johnson was going to get there. I thought the ball originally was intended for Watkins, but it ends up all the way across to Johnson, and he drills it into the back of the net for the goal. Here it is again.
Ratzberg on the wing here plays a great ball. Shane Watkins can't quite get to it. And DJ sets himself, gets his feet right, and he just hammers it home. What a great finish that was. Fantastic finish there. 2-0 Seals. And right now, the red card might have inspired him. Definitely hasn't hurt him at all at this point.
Down a man, no problem. 2-0 San Francisco now as we go under 20 minutes in the first half. The assist to Ratzberg. Beautiful ball. Fortunately for the Seals, they had 2 players there with an opportunity to get it into the nets. And one of them, DJ Johnson, a newcomer to this team, with his first goal of the year for the San Francisco Bay Seals.
DJ played collegiately at the University of Vermont. Played last year in the USISL. He's a great player, has a lot of skill. He's very tall, very big, and showed his skill there. Last week he had a couple nice shots, and he just drove that one home.
El Paso now finds themselves trailing 2-0. And you got to be wondering what kind of effect having to play last night, back-to-back games on the road for El Paso, and especially as this game wears on later and later. And of course, this San Francisco Bay Seals team prides themselves on physical conditioning and wearing teams down in the second half.
Well, last year their conditioning coach Tom Phillips did a lot of work with them.
Ratsburg goes down. We get a whistle right here. Freddie Juarez tripped him up just a bit, and we get a yellow card.
Only
right
a
here
yellow
against Juarez. Ratsburg and Juarez, and it looked like Ratsburg had an opening and just a little bit of a trip right there, and perhaps a little bit of a sell job by Ratsburg to make it look a little worse than it was as he goes down hard, and the yellow card comes out.
Coach Simpson really likes Ratsburg for that exact reason. As he helped to have a hand in the goal, his ability to get down the flanks, get wide, and serve balls in. Unfortunately for Ratsburg, they made a note of that, and they hauled him down that time.
So a direct free kick coming up right here for DJ Johnson. The Seals circling around the goal. It's sent in across and grabbed by Nathan Busick. Another great opportunity for San Francisco, but Busick comes up and snatches that one out of the air. Kim Tai Simpson almost coming up with a steal right there. David Stewart chasing it against Westcott. Westcott goes down. Possession to the Seals, but no card this time.
Great piece of defending there by J.J. Westcott. Did well to position his body, got the foul. Free kick for the Seals.
Across it goes to Shawnee Simpson. 17 minutes to go here in the first half. Shane Watkins battling on the far side with Herman Gordado, one of the veterans of this team. A lot of pushing and shoving going. Watkins gets the whistle right here, and El Paso will take back over. Francisco Paco Chavez, the head coach for the El Paso Patriots, and Roberto Tucker, his assistant, with a lot of great experience. He played 16 years with the Mexican national team.
That's definitely got to be an asset for this El Paso team. They're a little bit younger in a lot of spots, and definitely his playing ability and his playing experience is very crucial for their development.
Lennon Perez, number 19, now into the game for El Paso. A shot on goal. Bill May is right there. Kirk Wilson with a nice attempt, but Bill May turns another one back.
Bill May hasn't been tested too much, so I'm sure he was really glad just to handle that one cleanly and to keep the Seals up with their 2-goal advantage.
Long pass, and this is Lennon Perez chasing it down for El Paso into Jose Lamelli. Lamelli, who had the 2 goals last night against California. So far, the Seals have been equal to the task defensively tonight, leading at 2-0, 15:45 to go in this first half of play at windy Negoesco Stadium. Of course, the Seals with the wind at their back here for this first half. And that's an advantage you definitely want to take care of while you've got the opportunity, and they've done just that with a 2-0 lead.
Well, I think obviously the Seals probably lost the toss, and they would have liked to have had that advantage in the second half, but they've done well with it so far, and they've gotten 2 goals out of it, and to see if El Paso can do anything in the second half with it.
Kirk Wilson going down. Ratsburg defending him there. The whistle goes against Keith Ratsburg. Kirk Wilson with a free kick now for El Paso as we approach the 15-minute mark here in the first half of play. Sent down, long scoring opportunity. Herman Gordado, one of the veterans on this team, and he sent that one just a little bit wide, but a nice attempt going into the wind. Ball seemed to tail off just a little bit. Bill May didn't even get a hand on that one.
He definitely hit that one very well. Looks like the wind might have had a little bit to do something with it as it tailed off at the end, but Bill May seemed to have it covered.
A little surprised that he tried that from that far out going into the wind.
He must have a lot of confidence in his shot, and showed well there.
Lorenzo Baeza sending it across the far side. Shawnee Simpson is there now for the Bay Seals. Here it comes now. Watkins looking for Ratsburg. DJ Johnson on his left, sends it all the way far side to Kimtai Simpson. Kimtai Simpson centers it back up. Watkins there with a header. No good. Still alive for the Seals. Battling in there is Rob Gallo. DJ Johnson goes down. El Paso clears it out. Jason Westcott chasing it down now for the San Francisco Bay Seals. Angelo Sablo near side now, trying to set things back up. Down goes Lamelli. They play on. Sablo to DJ Johnson now. Johnson, who had the second goal. Ratsburg and Watson now. It's Watkins hitting the ground, taken away by Kirk Wilson for El Paso. Sablo clears it out nicely. Ratsburg in the open field now. Ratsburg, oh my, and there's a trip by Bautista. And we'll get a yellow card on this one.
Could have been a case
Ratsburg
for a breakaway
was looking
foul
for a
there.
red.
It was 1 versus 1 there. He was the last man back. Coach Simpson could definitely have a legitimate gripe there. It could have easily been a red card, but the referee felt it was only a yellow card warranted.
And what an opportunity that would have been for Ratsburg. He was starting to break through. 3 defenders to beat, but he was starting to get himself in front of the pack right there.
The one advantage, ironically, that the Seals have playing down a man is that it leaves Ratsburg up top by himself, gives him a lot more room to operate, and he's very dangerous running at players. And it also gives Shane Watkins a chance to run at players coming out of the midfield.
Shawnee Simpson now will take the free kick right here for the Seals. Simpson sending it across to Shane Watkins. Watkins centering it, kicked out by El Paso. Ball just kind of hanging up in the air that time. Going into the wind. Quick throw in now. Sablo. Sablo to Watkins. Kicked out again, this time by Kirk Wilson of El Paso. There's DJ Johnson now. Taken away. This is Jose Lamelli. Lamelli gets it over to Kirk Wilson. El Paso back on the attack now. First goal of the night was scored by Kimtai Simpson early on. And then DJ Johnson had the second goal. The Seals up 2-0. Long cross. David Stewart trying to get there. Bill May starting to come out. Lamelli heads it, but Bill May is right there with another save.
Bill May a little bit no man's land there. He wasn't quite sure if he should come out and get one. Decided to hold his ground there. Unfortunately, worked out for him. Covered the near post, and the ball came right to him.
Long punt out. Ratsburg chasing it down. It ends up on the hill across the way from us here at Negoesco Stadium.
Defensively, the Seals are very sound. They're getting 6-7 guys behind each attack. El Paso doesn't seem to have the numbers on the attack to penetrate that defense, and the zone system that Coach Simpson installed last year is starting to iron itself out and become very strong for him this year.
El Paso up a man here, but not able to break free against the San Francisco Bay Seals difference. There's Shawnee Simpson hitting the ground hard, and we are going to get another card right here. No. Yes, we get a yellow card. Look for a moment like she's going to put it back in her pocket. She comes with another yellow. Goes against Kirk Wilson this time. We've seen our share of yellow against El Paso, but no red. The one red card so far has gone against Kenneth Folan for the San Francisco Bay Seals.
Last night, El Paso was involved in the game with the Jaguars. There's 8 yellow cards tonight. So many yellow cards tonight already, and red card ejection. I think she's trying to get control of the game, trying to assert her position and her control over the game, and one way to do it is by giving out bookings.
10 minutes to go here in the first half. Ball sent across to Shane Watkins. He heads it down and out. Good defense right there by El Paso. Under 10 minutes to go now in the first half. The Seals with a 2-0 lead in this one. Bringing it up now, Steve Gordado for the El Paso Patriots. Shane Watkins sends it out of bounds. El Paso a man up trying to get a goal right here and really be big if the Seals can hold on and keep them shut out through this first half and keep that momentum alive going into the second half of play. This one sent with the left foot by Jose Lamelli, but out. Didn't really get much of that one. The guy who scored 2 goals last night against the California Jaguars, just 17 years old.
Lamelli showing his youth there. Got a little impatient on the attack. Elected to try to play a ball in, and in this win, it's going to be very difficult. Would have been better advice to try to keep possession for the Patriots.
He's definitely got to be a legitimate Major League Soccer prospect at just 17 and scoring 2 goals in his first A-League game.
He's going to have to show that he can play night in, night out, and it's a long season. They play well into the fall, and if he can keep producing like that, I think there won't be any problem with him moving up the next rung.
David Stewart battling right there with Jason Westcott. Westcott winning the battle. Seals packing it back in defensively. Ratsburg coming from behind, kicks it away. Nice run by Ratsburg right there to kick it away from El Paso. Matthew Stewart now taking it back over. One of the things Tom Simpson talks about with his team is everybody's got to be ready to defend and score on this team.
He puts a premium defending. You see Ratsburg there as a forward. He's up there by himself, and he comes back, helps out, and it makes such a difference to the team morale and even the chemistry when you have everyone making the commitment to defend.
So El Paso trying to get something going as we go under 8 minutes in this first half. Lennon Perez on the far side battling with Shawnee Simpson and Rob Gallo. Gallo sending it out. El Paso with a throw in right here. The Patriots trailing at 2-0 after scoring 5 goals last night in Salinas against the California Jaguars, the defending Western Division champions. And it goes. David Stewart, good defense right there. Bill May getting a little bit of help from his defense right there, and Angelo Sablos sends it out nicely. Seals packing it back in now. Shane Watkins taking it away this time. Watkins sends it down the near side. Keith Ratsburg on a run against Freddie Juarez, getting back to help Arturo Batista. DJ Johnson now has it taken away by Matthew Stewart. Shawnee Simpson chasing it down. Simpson on the far side, getting a little breathing room now for the San Francisco Bay Seals. Back it goes. Seals have continued to attack right here despite leading 2-0 and being down a man. Shane Watkins gets it to Ratsburg, a little give and go, and Watkins won't catch up.
Seals have done a very good job tonight of switching the ball over, changing the angle and the direction of the attack. It's allowed them countless opportunities, and they've caught the El Paso Patriots defense flat-footed a number of times, and that's helped in both their goals that they've scored tonight.
6:20 to go now in the first half. Still 2-0. San Francisco. Kimtai Simpson getting it across to Shawnee Simpson. Shawnee running it down far side. Ratsburg and Simpson the only Seals down here against 5 defenders. And El Paso takes it away right here. Shawnee going down. No whistle. He's a little slow to get up right here. A little bit tough to really tell what's going to be a whistle, what isn't, what's going to be a yellow, what's going to be a red tonight.
He was trying to get the attention by coming up slowly of Sandra Hunt, but unfortunately she was up the field following the play, and his act went unseen.
Shane Watkins now trying to gain control, but it's David Stewart for El Paso. El Paso's had a couple of shots on goal, 4 actually in this one, but only 2 of them anywhere near Bill May, and he's been right in front of both of them.
They came out and asserted themselves early in the first 5 minutes, but really since then it's been the Seals taking it to them, and they've had most of the possession, if not all of it at this point.
Approaching the 5-minute mark of the first half. San Francisco with the 2-0 lead. Sending it in to David Stewart was Steve Gordado. Stewart trying to break free, but it's Jason Westcott. He's had a good game here in the first half defensively for the San Francisco Bay Seals.
J.J. Westcott very strong. As I mentioned, spent last year with the Richmond Kickers in the A-League, so he's very experienced as well.
And this is really the position that Tom Simpson looks for to have success defensively. The center defenders, guys like Weaver and Brown last year, of course, in Major League Soccer this year, and he's asking the same of Jason Westcott and Ken Rogowski this year, and Alberto Cruz, who we may see play for his first game for the Seals tonight.
Tom Simpson is very high on Cruz. He's a Santa Clara product. Actually got a cap with the U.S. national team, so obviously he's played at a high level. And he's been hurt, so I know he's wanting for him to come back as soon as he can.
David Stewart centering it up, but Bill May is there again. Nobody home for El Paso that time. It was a real nice ball, but Bill May making a nice decision, comes up, grabs the ball. Under 4 minutes to go now, first half. The Seals still with a 2-0 lead. They have not been scored upon in A-League action so far through the first game and almost a half at this Division II level.
And actually dating back to their games last year with the Orange County Zodiac and the Seattle Sounders, they weren't scored on as well. And
Bill May with another save coming out of goal this time.
Actually check that. They did give up 1 goal to the Zodiac, so they're very used to giving the stingy defense to their A-League opponents.
Trying to break free now. It's Kirk Wilson, and this one goes just wide of the net. Bill May right there again. 3 minutes to go in the first half.
Coach Simpson is very high on Bill May.
Shot on goal.
He thinks he can be even more of an impact than J.J. Wozniak was last year. University of Washington product definitely helped them as University of Washington has asserted himself as a college power in men's soccer.
Angelo Sablo battling right there. Sent back now by Westcott. Bill May will take control and give it a long kick, heading for Ratsburg, but right there is Arturo Batista for El Paso. He sends it across to Herman Gordado. Gordado sending it down to Lennon Perez. Lennon Perez battling with Ken Rogowski. And it's now kicked out far side. It'll be El Paso's ball here with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first half. Dave Cox and Alan Hopkins bringing you the action from Nego Esco Stadium. Looking forward to this A-League season, the first ever for the San Francisco Bay Seals.
There's a lot of questions about whether they're going to make the transition, losing so many players, losing 7 starters from the team that lost to DC United in the Open Cup semifinals. But so far, Coach Simpson's got to like what he's seeing. The center backs, J.J. Westcott and Ken Rogowski, have replaced Weaver and Brown, and Wozniak has been replaced by Bill May.
An interesting story with J.J. Wozniak. He went up to the Galaxy at the end of the season last year and really had hoped to sign with an MLS team. Got an agent. The agent called Tom Simpson, and Tom Simpson said, no, we're not really going to do it that way. We're not going to make an offer, and he ended up playing for Hershey this year, and that's a team that we'll see in a couple of weeks battling against the San Francisco Bay Seals. That's going to be interesting, to say the least.
The one unfortunate thing about having a team as successful as the Seals is that you lose so many players, and there's players like Wozniak with Hershey that they're going to have to play against.
Just a little over a minute to go now in the first half. Seals with the ball right here and a 2-0 lead. Shawnee Simpson will take the free kick right here.
Shawnee in no hurry at this point. You don't want to concede any kind of dangerous scoring chance. Let them get a goal back at the end here. Could definitely change the momentum. And they're doing a really good job defensively of locking it down back there, keeping it real tight, and going in with this 2-goal advantage.
35 seconds to go now in the first half. Seals have got to be pleased. It was 1-0 when Kenneth Folan took the red card. They've played down a man for over 20 minutes, and they've not only held the lead, but they've added to it.
If you joined us after the red card, you'd probably be hard-pressed to even know that they're playing down a man. As I alluded to earlier, a lot of teams do not know how to take advantage of playing down a man, and the Seals have done a good job of compensating of that and actually got a goal.
T.J. Johnson with the throw-in. Shane Watkins slipping before the ball arrived. Kim Ty Simpson now, who scored the first goal of the night, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. A very successful first half for the San Francisco Bay Seals. Kim Ty Simpson with a goal early on. D.J. Johnson added to that in the 25th minute with a great left-footed boot drilled into the back of the net. And the Seals with a 2-0 lead despite being down a man most of that first half of play. Tom Simpson has got to be pleased with the way his Seals have really stood up to the pressure by El Paso.
Obviously, the adversity of playing down a man, a red card that was definitely questionable. DJ Johnson just hammering home a great goal of the year so far. They've only played 2 games, but by far a fantastic goal. So it's really good to see that they've added to their advantage.
Well, we heard that the El Paso team was a little bit upset coming in, going to the wrong stadium at first, and they have got to be fuming right now as they go into the locker room, trailing 2-0 after the first half of play at Negoesco Stadium. We will take a break right here and return with more A-League soccer action after this.
Mild injuries to joggers, such as a hamstring pull or strain, often begin to improve in minutes. If injuries continue to hurt and swelling increases, nature is telling you something is still wrong. Ice should be applied. Immobilize the area and seek professional help. Listen to your body.
This health moment brought to you by the doctors and hospitals of CHW, the Bay Area pioneer in sports medicine.
The Webb and Peter Pan BMW make owning a BMW within your reach.
I would like to introduce the factory-certified pre-owned BMW program.
Go to peterpanbmw.com and explore a factory-certified pre-owned BMW program.
For reliability, you get a protection plan providing coverage up to 100,000 miles.
For affordability, factory 5.9% financing.
I want to invite you to Peter Pan BMW in San Mateo to simply learn more about this program.
Or explore our program at peterpanbmw.com.
So what if we did nothing? What if no one said a word?
We at Amnesty International believe each of us has a moral obligation to see, to hear, and to speak out. We've seen the horrors that occur when the world stands silent.
Call 1-800-AMNESTY. It's your human right.
All right, we're back here at Negoesco Stadium. Beautiful shot of the campus here at USF as the lights begin to take a hold here, and a little bit breezy here tonight, but a beautiful setting for soccer, and a lead for the Seals right now, 2-0. Diabetes can lead to serious medical problems if it is not caught in time. Sequoia Hospital in Redwood City offers free diabetes screenings by appointment at the Hospital Diabetes Treatment Center. Don't take chances with your health. Call 650-367-5213 now. That's 650-367-5213. Well, a great first half of play for the San Francisco Bay Seals, and they lead it 2-0. We were talking just a moment during the break about that great goal by DJ Johnson. Not a prettier sight in soccer than somebody who gets that much foot on the ball and sends it into the back of the net.
He's got a very potent left foot, and he absolutely just hammered that ball home. The greatest thing about it was his approach to the ball was perfect. He got his feet right. He got his timing down, and he sent that in the far left corner, and the keeper had no chance at that one.
Got some younger soccer guys out here right now having a little fun on the field here at halftime, and it's great to see. Soccer has really caught on here in America, no doubt about it. It's the most popular youth sport right now, and we're really seeing the level of play rise all the way through, all the way up through the ranks.
The participation numbers of soccer are just staggering, far more than any other sport. They say over 18 million adults and kids play soccer every year, and it's phenomenal that soccer has caught on like this. And what the MLS and the A-League are trying to do is cash in on that. And at this point, they really haven't been able to make that transition from playing to being a fan. But hopefully, over the years, we'll see as this generation of kids grow up playing soccer.
Remember, Seals fans, TCI San Francisco, Marin 31, and Bay TV are your official San Francisco Bay Seals stations. And it's a great opportunity for folks to catch the action here. You know, it's everybody knows about the San Jose Clash, but right here is a team, the San Francisco Bay Seals, that you can watch. We're going to be covering the action throughout the season, and they knocked off a couple of MLS teams, including the Clash last year. So you've got some top-level soccer action right here in San Francisco.
They have a great schedule. They play the Seattle Sounders, who were the defending A-League champions 2 years ago. Done very, very well. They sent a number of players to the MLS. The Vancouver 86ers, who they are their opponent next week, got all the way to the semifinals of the A-League competition last year. And, of course, they got the California Jaguars, defending Western Conference champions. And they did also made an appearance in the playoffs. And it's just great to see all these teams here. And they also have a home date on June the 30th against the San Jose Clash at Kezar, which will be a chance for the Clash to get revenge. Tim Weaver, who was on that team and instrumental in them beating the Seals, will now go against his former teammates as the Clash will get a chance to get a little bit of revenge against their loss in the Open Cup quarters.
All right, we're going to take a look at a little bit of the action from the first half of play here at Negewesco Stadium. The first goal by Kim Tai Simpson that broke the ice here tonight.
Fantastic goal here. Ratsburg over to DJ Johnson, Rob Gallo. Great finish by Kim Tai Simpson.
So that's how the Seals took a 1-0 lead. That in the first 15 minutes of action here tonight. Then the red card to Kenneth Folan. And things look like it might take a turn, but the Seals rallied, got another goal in that first half. We're going to take another break right here. We're at halftime at Negewesco Stadium with the San Francisco Bay Seals leading it 2-0 over the El Paso Patriots. We'll be right back with more action in just a moment.
To make sure painful experience, be certain you carry a first aid kit. Blisters can develop quickly. If you get a blister, clean it, puncture it, and cover it with tape. Also, always carry a canteen of water with you. Hiking can be a dehydrating experience.
This health moment brought to you by the doctors and hospitals of CHW, the Bay Area pioneer in sports medicine.
Satellite TV, hundreds of channels, better than cable, sounds great. Forget about it. First, the guy tells me I need all this hardware. Ka-ching! Then there's installation, another $200 bucks. No problem. Then I find out I can't get local channels without a separate antenna. What's up with that? I watch local news, sports, and weather twice a day. And get this, with satellite TV, the same channels I already have with cable could actually cost more. Satellite TV? No thanks. I'll keep my cable.
Cable TV, the best value in home entertainment.
Bay TV is your TV for movies. Every Sunday night, Jan Wall will be talking pictures with the stars, the movie makers, and you. She'll unveil inside Hollywood secrets, view clips of flicks, and find out their rave or not-so-rave reviews. What could be more fun than talking pictures with the greats? Hearing from you. What's your favorite flick, sexiest scene, hottest Hollywood scandal? Get the popcorn poppin'. You won't want to miss the hats and the chats on Talkin' Pictures, Sunday nights at 9. Bay TV, your TV.
Welcome back. You see the score 2-0 in favor of the San Francisco Bay Seals. We are at halftime here, just the second game of the 1998 season. Here for the San Francisco Bay Seals, playing in the A-League this year and off to a great start, winning their first game 1-0, leading this one 2-0 at the half. But you know El Paso is going to come out in the second half, Alan, and really put a run on and try to close this gap and get back in this game.
Well, you know they have the firepower. They scored 5 goals last night. They're very dangerous. Look for Lomelli, the 17-year-old kid, number 20. He had 2 goals last night. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they come out. Hopefully, they'll try to make a game of it. They're going to try to get one back early, of course, and reassert themselves into the game. But the Seals are going to just try to hold ship and keep it tight from there.
Well, St. Mary's Medical Center's Asian Community Program will provide free cholesterol, blood pressure, diabetes, and glaucoma screenings at the annual Cherry Blossom Festival on April 18th, 19th, and 25th at Japan Center in San Francisco. For information in Cantonese, call 415-750-5788. In English, call 415-750-5668. So the Seals leading 1-0. We were talking before the break about the fact that they were down a man. They had over 20 minutes to go in the first half, and things might take a turn, but they really rallied, put on some good pressure, made the most of their scoring opportunities, came up with a great second goal. Keith Ratzberg with a beautiful feed, and of course it was finished off by DJ Johnson with a powerful kick into the back of the net.
They've done a good job. It's so many times when you're down a man, it's really tough to know as a coach what your team's going to do, how they're going to react and respond. Tom Simpson's got to be very, very happy about his team. They showed not only the heart, but the intelligence that's so important as a player to reorganize themselves, to pick their spots, and to keep their shape defensively.
TCI of California is the proud media sponsor of the San Francisco Bay Seals. Well, certainly a great opportunity for folks to watch some great soccer action here on Bay TV. And next week, we are going to be live. We'll be at Dublin High School. The Vancouver 86ers will be in town. That should be exciting, live next Sunday. So that'll be a great opportunity for folks in the East Bay to come out and catch some San Francisco Bay Seals fan action. Let's take a look at that second goal now. This was a beauty right here for the San Francisco Bay Seals. Again, it's Ratzberg to DJ Johnson.
Right here you see Rob Gallo, a good piece of footwork in the midfield. Sends a great ball to Ratzberg. Ratzberg takes a good touch, gets his heads up. So important for young players to be watching. It's a great ball. Shane Watkins just can't get to it, but DJ, watch his footwork here. Sets himself and just hammers it home. There's no doubt about that one. That looked good the whole way.
A powerful goal, no doubt about it. His first ever as a San Francisco Bay Seal. That's going to be a moment he remembers throughout the season.
And in two of their three preseason games, he scored and 2 of those games. So it was really good to see him finally get one when it counts.
A lot of yellow cards in the first half against El Paso, but no red. We saw only 1 yellow against San Francisco, and then the big red card against Kenneth Folan. So the Bay Seals still down a man, and they'll have to play in the second half with that same disadvantage. We'll see if El Paso can take advantage of that. They've had a little bit of time here at halftime to talk about what they can do to try to take advantage of that.
Be really interesting to see what kind of tactics how they're going to change their attack. Hopefully they're going to make some kind of adjustments to try to get themselves back into this game.
I know. So the team's starting to head back onto the field as talk about the stats from the first half. El Paso with 6 shots on goal, and we'll take a look at it right here. You see a couple of nice saves in that first half by Bill May. 4 yellow cards in that first half against the Patriots, only 1 against the San Francisco Bay Seals. But of course, what really matters is the bottom graphic right there. 2 goals for the Seals in that first half. So that's the story here from the first half of play. The team's making their way back out on the field. We'll take a quick break and be back with us.
One of the fastest growing sports in America today is soccer. Like any sport played on an uneven surface, the chances for a sprained ankle are extremely high. If an injury occurs, the first thing to do is get ice on the injured ankle. Then remember the word RICE, as in rest, ice, compression, and elevation. This should get you back on your feet quickly.
This health moment brought to you by the doctors and hospitals of CHW, the Bay Area pioneer in sports medicine.
In April, Request Pay-Per-View delivers the biggest hits.
How the hell did they get Air Force One?
Harrison Ford.
I'm the President of the United States.
Fights for his family on the action hit Air Force One.
Treat me the same, no better, no worse.
Demi Moore is the first woman to train as a Navy SEAL in the hit drama G.I. Jane.
It's my time now.
Al Pacino tempts Keanu Reeves in The Devil's Advocate. Request Pay-Per-View delivers the biggest hits in April.
Admit it, you've always admired BMWs, but perhaps you thought they were out of your reach.
I would like to introduce the factory-certified pre-owned BMW program.
Bank financing for a pre-owned car can be shocking.
Starting now, all that has changed.
At 5.9 for 60 months, get special certified pre-owned financing and even a lower factory lease rate.
For reliability, you get a protection plan providing coverage up to 100,000 miles.
Peter Pan BMW in San Mateo. Explore our certified program at peterpanbmw.com.
We're back. The second half just underway. Teams going in opposite directions now, and the San Francisco Bay Seals will have to deal with that soft patch, the sandy area, right about where the ball is right now in the second half. That'll be interesting to see how they have to deal with that, and of course, being down a man for the final 45 minutes of play.
It'll be interesting to see what changes the Patriots have made as far as tactics, and see if they can make any kind of changes that'll get them more scoring chances and hopefully get a goal to get them back into this game.
El Paso with the ball right here. It's Herman Guardado bringing it across and sending it to the far side. Matt Stewart now sending a ball far side and a little bit long for Steve Guardado. Steve Guardado, one of the holdovers from the team that made it to the Open Cup final for El Paso on his 5th year with the team. It must have been a thrill for this team to make it all the way to that Open Cup final. Of course, the great run last year by the San Francisco Bay Seals in the Open Cup tournament, knocking off a couple MLS teams before finally falling to DC United. Nothing to be ashamed of, certainly.
Nothing to be ashamed about at all.
Pass goes inside. El Paso on the attack. Bill May comes out of goal and grabs it before further damage. Still 2-0. Keith Ratsburg now sends it across to Shawnee Simpson. Simpson battling down into the corner. El Paso now bringing it up here, just underway in the second half of play. To go here, and there we have our first whistle of the second half of play. A little slow to get up right there. Keith Ratsburg on that far side of the field. .42 minutes to go. In the second half, 2-0 San Francisco. El Paso with control right now. Long ball sent down. Rogoski can't get there. Bill May comes out and grabs it just ahead of Lennon Perez. Great decision right there. A little bit risky, but it works.
Bill May is a very aggressive keeper. He likes to let everyone know that the box is his, and he did a good job here patrolling his area and snuffing out a potential scoring chance for the Patriots.
El Paso sending it right back down. Rogoski gets it out. DJ Johnson now across the far side to Angelo Sablo. El Paso looks intent on trying to do something about this 2-0 deficit. Lennon Perez, nice ball, heading for Herman Guardado. Guardado battling with Shawnee Simpson. And down goes Guardado.
Shawnee with a good whack on Perez there to let him know that he wasn't going to do that again.
So a free kick opportunity right here coming up for the El Paso Patriots. The Seals creating the wall. Bill May shouting some instructions from goal right here. Looks like Kirk Wilson may get the ball. May take the kick right here. David Stewart also in the area. Looks like Wilson Keith Rathsberg now hustling back from his forward position to help out defensively. It's David Stewart with the left foot. Bill May knocks it up and over. Great job by Bill May to get a hand on that one and send it just over the cross.
Bill May didn't see that one until after it cleared the wall. Touched it over the top. Corner kick for the Patriots.
We're very pleased now to have C.J. Brown joining us in the booth here today. C.J., how's it going? Good game today. How you feeling? A little bit sore? So what's the transition been like for you?
A lot of traveling. Game's a little bit faster, but same. Soccer. But it's going well.
So how's it feel? Must bring back some memories. Be back here checking out the squad playing at Negoesco tonight.
Yeah, it feels a little different being inside here instead of out there actually playing. This is where I got started.
All right, C.J. Brown, we look forward to talking with you a little bit more here in this second half. There's under 40 minutes to go now, and here come the El Paso Patriots trying to go back on the attack. The ball sent out to the near side. Herman Guardado chasing it down now and sending it back in. This is Lorenzo Baeza.
So far, CJ, you got a chance to play against some teams now. Who, as a forward or as an attacker, do you respect at the next level that you feel like that's very, very good, that you had a that you say you had a hard time containing, or that you feel like you really respect their abilities?
Personally, I think I would respect all the forwards I play against because they all have a big name behind them. Their skill level is definitely up there. Obviously, it seemed like I might have had a little problem with Cerritos. They warned me about him. He kind of drifts in and drifts out, and exactly what he did. And he got that little header that flipped in the goal. But every single forward I played against Lasker and Lassiter, Cerritos, Frankie, and all them. I mean, both of them. Totally respect.
All right, C.J. Brown with us here in the booth. Now playing Major League Soccer. It's got to be a great experience for you going up through the ranks, seeing going through what these guys have gone through, and now getting a chance to play out your dream.
Definitely. Like I said, the SEALs are what got me started. And coming back and watching them play, I mean, you wish you were out there. I'm definitely happy where I'm at now, but I mean, just coming out here and looking at them, I mean, it brings back a lot of energy for me.
Haven't played a full game today, and obviously a little bit tired from that, but probably still kind of wish you could go out there and suit up in a SEALs uniform tonight and help out the fellas.
I'd love to be out in one of those uniforms. Actually, I'd love to take one home with me.
So far, the team playing pretty well at this A-League level with the win last week and now up 2-0. Have you had a chance to talk to much of the guys and give them some encouragement this year?
I talked to Kim Tai and Shane and them the other night, and I told them congratulations with the game against Jaguars. I heard about that, and I just been telling them to keep plugging away and keep going. And I mean, their chance will come also because they keep playing well. That's how I got my chance, and hopefully somebody else will come look at this team, and they'll also see some more players out there that could play it in the MLS.
All right, well, you've got to be a great inspiration to everyone who's hoping to get up to that Major League Soccer level, to having gone through the ranks and now getting a chance to play Major League Soccer. Thanks for stopping by here. Appreciate you taking a little bit of time to talk with us.
Thank you.
All right, C.J. Brown, former San Francisco Bay SEAL, now in the MLS. As here come the El Paso Patriots. Lennon Perez, far side, sends it up high and a little bit long. David Stewart tried to get there and could not do it. You can see the disappointment as he hits the turf. Close, but no cigar right here for the El Paso Patriots. It's been that kind of a night for them offensively.
The frustration's probably definitely starting to set in at this point. They haven't really had that many quality scoring chances. The one they did have a great chance on, Bill May did a great job of deflecting that over the bar and keeping the score at 0 for El Paso.
35 minutes to go now in the second half of play. 2-0, San Francisco on top. Bill May with another long kick out. This is Rob Gallo sending it to Keith Ratsburg. Ratsburg goes down. Freddie Juarez bringing him down right there. No whistle. Shawnee Simpson now. It's kicked out by Lennon Perez just ahead of him.
John Calme for the Seals into the game now, number 18. He played at the Seattle Sounders actually last year, was a member of the team that lost to the Seals in this very spot last year. He's now playing with the Seals, and he's a very good player, has a lot of skill, definitely adds a strong element of possession to the Seals team right now.
Call on the far side that goes against David Stewart. He does not agree with that. The Patriots with a couple of shots here in the second half. They've actually outshot the Seals in this game, but the Seals lead it 2-0. Jason Westcott sending it down, but right to Ken Wilson. Check it, that's Matt Stewart. Matt Stewart sends it to Herman Gordado. Gordado with the ball. Down to Lennon Perez. David Stewart now trying to gain control, but the Seals getting it out of trouble. This is Kemptai Simpson. It goes out on the near side and last touched Kemptai. So the throw-in coming for Herman Gordado. Herman Gordado, who had a red card last night against California. Actually, no, this is going to go the other way. This is going to be the Seals ball. Shawnee Simpson will throw it in now. Keith Ratsburg sending it back to Kemptai. Kemptai with a long ball. Calme trying to run it down. Getting there first. Arturo Bautista sending it back to Nathan Busick. And Busick gets it out of trouble. Still 2-0. We saw the Seals hold on to a 1-0 first half lead last week for the victory. Still have not been scored upon here in 1998. Matt Stewart battling with Kemptai Simpson. Jason Westcott now chasing it down and sending it out on the far side.
Defensively, it seems the Seals will always have someone right around any loose ball, any dangerous through balls. They do a good job of covering each other, giving a lot of depth, and the defense has just been very outstanding tonight.
To the turf goes Lorenzo Baeza. Call goes against him. However, DJ Johnson now sending it down, but Ratsburg will not even attempt to go after this one as Arturo Batista had the better position that time.
Strange call by Sandra Hunt. You might have wanted a little play on there to let the play keep going, but she decided instead to give a foul, and Seals had to restart, and they lost possession after that.
El Paso continuing to put the pressure on. Lennon Perez down into the corner, tries to center it up, but right there is Jason Westcott. He sends it back out. Herman Gordado now up to Matt Stewart. Angelo Sablo sending it out on the far side. Well, it's great to see C.J. Brown here at the game, and you know, a guy that's made it to the next level, is in the MLS. You know, he would have a tendency to not look back and go on, but taking time to come out and hang out with his former teammates. That shows you what kind of a guy he is.
The sense of loyalty that I know that C.J. Brown, Tim Weaver, Marquise White, who plays for the Colorado Rapids, who's actually already scored a goal for his new team. They feel so much loyalty to not only Coach Simpson for doing a lot of organizing. You know, he does everything from the chef cook to the head bottle washer. So it's really a really nuts and bolts organization, and it's really good to see the loyalty and the sense of pride that all these players feel for having to play for the Seals.
31 minutes to go in the second half, still 2-0. El Paso putting on a lot of pressure here in the second half, but so far the Seals have come through defensively. Nice play right there by Jason Westcott. He's really been active on the defensive end for San Francisco.
Put together two very nice games in a row, and he hadn't played in a while, and it was really good for him to get his fitness back and his sense of timing back.
Shawnee Simpson with a header right back at you with Jose Lamelli, and they send it back. There's Bill May with another save. He's had a nice game tonight. A couple of nice saves so far here in the second half.
That took a deflection, too, and it could have been tricky, but he did a very good job. He held on to it, didn't give up a rebound, and gets the ball back up the field quickly for the Seals.
DJ Johnson, almost a handball right there. Kim-Tai Simpson finds his brother Shawnee on the wing. DJ in the middle. Rob Gallo now trying to send it down inside. Nobody there for the Seals. An easy save for Nathan Busick with 29 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the contest.
The Seals will continue to be in good shape if they realize that they're down a man at this point in the game. They can concede a little bit of possession and look for more of a counterattack where their speed will be dangerous. They should be all right.
Seals with the throw in right here. Recap the scoring in the first half. It was Kim-Tai Simpson with the first goal of the night. Rob Gallo picking up the assist. DJ Johnson scored the second goal. The assist by Keith Ratzberg. A beautiful goal right there. So the Seals with a 2-0 lead. Also of note, Ken Folan with the red card in the first half, and the Seals have been down a man almost the entire contest.
Very questionable red card. Put the Seals at a short disadvantage.
Shot attempt by Lorenzo Baeza, and it was partially deflected and nowhere near the goal that time.
Fortunately, they take the momentum back the other way with a great finish by DJ Johnson.
It looks like we'll get a corner kick right here. We sure haven't seen many corner kicks tonight. A little bit unusual. I really think this is the first one that I remember all night long. Inside it goes, and the Seals send it out nicely. Ratzberg clearing it to the far side, making sure nobody was going to get to that one.
Seals will be content to do that, but it'll be tough to do that for 28 minutes. It's tough to defend for large amounts of time like that. I think they need a little bit more possession. This is a time in the game where you want to see teams possess the ball with an advantage like this. And right now they haven't done a whole lot of it, but again, they are down a man.
We saw in the first half they continued to attack, and it seems like they have sort of pulled things back a little bit here in the second half and changed the strategy just a bit.
I don't know if that's something that Coach Simpson had said, or it might be something that kind of instinctually as a player you kind of sense you want to be a little bit more conservative.
Angelo Sablo far side looking for Ratzberg, chased down by Freddie Juarez, who sends it across to Arturo Batista. Batista in his 4th year with the El Paso Patriots.
Batista, a member of the semifinal team in the Open Cup in 1994 that lost to the Richmond Kickers. So he's very experienced and a very important part of this El Paso team.
El Paso with another opportunity right here. It's Kirk Wilson trying to get it inside. Kim-Tai Simpson clearing it out. Keith Ratzberg there. And again, we see Ratzberg kind of pull back, not really go for anything right there, not get himself out of position. It was a 1-on-2 situation right there, and he's decided to lay back and get back and play some more defense. Here comes the pass down to Herman Gordado now, and Kim-Tai Simpson tangling with him right there, and Gordado gets the foul.
You might want to see Ratzberg give a little bit more. I don't know if Tom Simpson's coach of the Seals is playing another substitution. He does have Marco Bornacorsi, who started and played most of the game last Saturday night in the victory of the Jaguars. So he does have another option to put someone up front with fresh legs that'll keep the defenders honest for the Patriots.
Seals throwing it in right here with 26 minutes to go in the contest, leading it 2-0. It's going to go the other way now. El Paso trying to break free, but there's a nice steal that time by Rob Gallo. Gallo sending it to Ratzberg, but El Paso equal to the task defensively right there. And again, not a real all-out effort by Ratzberg to try to win the ball and try and score right here.
A little miscommunication on that ball. Ratz ran one way and Gallo played the ball the complete opposite direction. Hopefully they can connect again. You might want to see Ratzberg give a little bit more effort up front, or maybe Marco Bornacorsi can come in and add them a little bit of a spark up front.
Ken Rogoski with a nice defensive play right there. El Paso has Lennon Perez, who hits the turf. Ball headed for Ratsburg. Ratsburg going for it a little bit more this time, battling with Freddie Juarez. That's been a good matchup here in the second half. Arturo Batista, Steve Guardo bringing it across now for the El Paso Patriots. Patriots coming off a big win last night. Oh, that ball gets away from Shawnee, but Kimtai Simpson gets back and helps him out a little bit. Lorenzo Baeza had a real good opportunity, but Kimtai did a great job to get back right there. And this call is going to go against El Paso, much to the delight of the San Francisco Bay Seals fans.
No card there in the first half. That might have drawn a booking from Sandra Hunt.
The Seal was even right there to help out on that call a little bit. Although that Seal's gotten bigger in the second half. Did you notice that? Not sure what happened at halftime, but the
might have had a
grew.
couple hot dogs and some nachos facilitate the growth.
24 minutes left in the contest. 2-0 San Francisco looking for win number 2 here in their first ever A-League season, looking to go 2-0. And again, we mentioned at the top, these first few games of the season are Open Cup qualifiers, so really an added importance and a great start for the Seals if they can hold on to this 2-0 lead. Angelo Sablo, far side, sending it down. There's Ratsburg. Really, Ratsburg, the lone attacker in the second half. Now coming back to help out a little bit, Rob Gallo. DJ Johnson now with the ball. And down goes Ratsburg. Ratsburg is still down on the turf near midfield. He is in some serious pain.
Late challenge there. Looked like he kind of went over the ball and he got Ratsburg.
Well, if you or someone you know suffers from prostate cancer, talking to others with the same condition can help. Sequoia Hospital in Redwood City offers a free ongoing prostate information forum on the first Tuesday of every month at 2 p.m. For information, call 650-482-6065. Well, Keith Ratsburg getting some attention now on the far side of the field.
It's never too late to check out the Seals merchandise table with new Seals logo gear for 1998. Knit caps to keep you warm, Seals Army dog tags, replica jerseys, and more.
Trainer's out to tend to Ratsburg. Gets
Yeah,
a little.
Looks like he's okay now. Of course, out of USF, just 21 years of age. Played at USF here at Negoesco from '95 through the '98 campaign. Here he is now in a San Francisco Bay Seals uniform.
Ratsburg, a very vital cog, University of San Francisco men's team. And it's good to see him now make the jump to the A-League. And like I said earlier, Tom Simpson's really high on him. And he's got a ton of potential as he's only 21 years old.
Kimtai Simpson will take the free kick right here for the Seals. Gets it over to his brother Shawnee Simpson. And it's taken away by Jose Lamelli. Lamelli, who has not really had many opportunities tonight after scoring 2 goals last night against the California Jaguars. And the Seals have done a good job in keeping him in check tonight.
Looks like Tom Simpson's got a couple of substitutions. I can see for sure Marco Bonacorsi's up. A forward he started last week's game.
So a good time of the ball game to get some fresh legs on the field, approaching the 20-minute mark and down a man. And there's a long shot from the outside. If you don't have health insurance and need urgent medical care, come to the free Rotacare Clinic at Seton Medical Center, 1900 Sullivan Avenue, Daly City. Mondays except holidays, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Immunizations given on the 4th Monday of each month. No appointment necessary. Call 650-991-6677. So the Seals trying to hang on for the final 21 minutes, up 2-0. El Paso is going to have to get something going real soon if they hope to come back here tonight. Ball staying in the air right here. Another header. Saw that touch about 5 different heads right there before finally settling down to the turf.
The Patriots really haven't done much to threaten the 2-goal advantage for the Seals. And they're running out of time here, just over 21 minutes left. And we'll see if they can do anything to try to get themselves a goal back.
Seen a lot of foul calls in this game tonight. There's been 18 against El Paso tonight, although seen a lot of yellows, but no reds. The only red card went against the San Francisco Bay Seals, so they've been down. And man, there's a tangle up right there. Players hitting the ground. Rob Gallo for San Francisco. Possession will go over to El Paso. So while we've seen some guys start to limber up and warm up on that far side for Tom Simpson, we haven't seen any substitutions here besides John Calmy. And there is 20 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this contest. A 2-0 lead for San Francisco. El Paso trying to turn things up a notch. The ball has been down in their offensive end much of this second half, but they have not been able to break the ice against the Seals defense.
Really, the Seals have to take under the philosophy at this point, you know, bend but don't break. Weather the storm. Teams are going to have possession for large amounts of times when you're playing down a man. As long as they keep their shape, stay organized, make sure everyone's accounted for in their marking, they should come out of here victorious tonight.
Under 20 minutes to go now in this one. El Paso trying to put on some pressure and get a goal to make it 2-1, but the Seals have just been equal to the task all night long. Again, they send it out. El Paso trying to maintain. Kim Ty Simpson trying to get there. This is DJ Johnson now, who had the second goal of the night for the San Francisco Bay Seals. Shawnee Simpson running it down now, battling with Lorenzo Baeza. Baeza and Simpson mixing it up a little bit right here, and Sandra Hunt is going to have to get in and break this one up. The call is going to go against Shawnee Simpson.
Shawnee Simpson, normally a very level-headed player. It's been in a couple altercations tonight, and I'm seeing losing him his composure and poise a little bit. He needs to be careful. He doesn't want to get a silly caution just for talking and extracurricular activities.
Intensity and the physicalness of this game has really been turned up in the last few minutes here. El Paso not pleased with the situation that they're in right now, especially coming after a 5-2 win last night where they've got to have all kinds of confidence. And the Seals have really just stifled them tonight.
I know Coach Chavez for the Patriots wishes he has some of those goals from last night tonight, but unfortunately the Seals more than up to the task tonight, and really defensively have started to gel, iron out the wrinkles a little bit.
Down into the corner this one goes, and we'll have, it's not actually going to be a corner kick, it's going to be a throw in for El Paso. Seals packing it back in defensively once again right here. El Paso with a long shot opportunity. Bill May will run this one down easily. El Paso's had the win at their back in the second half, and again, they have not been able to take advantage of that. They had one real good shot on goal, but Bill May tapped it up and over the cross.
And really, Bill May hasn't had a whole lot to do tonight. He has been too busy. And it's important that he stays focused, he follows the flow of the game, doesn't get caught flat-footed and give up a bad goal.
Bill May, at 23 years of age, an academic All-American last year at the University of Washington, looking for his second straight shutout. That would be a great way to start your A-League career, no doubt about it.
No doubt about that at all.
Kim Ty Simpson now battling far side with Lorenzo Baeza. DJ Johnson looking for Ratsburg. Ratsburg trying to send it back to Calmy. This is Matt Stewart. Matt Stewart getting it back across now. DJ Johnson finding Ratsburg. A little bit of a push right there from El Paso. This is Herman Guardado. Guardado sending it across to the far side. El Paso running out of time. 16 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the contest. San Francisco still up 2-0. A nice run. Far side. The shot just tipped by May and up and over. Just a piece of that one to keep the shutout intact.
Got a substitution here. Marco Bornacorsi looks like he's going to go for Keith Ratsburg, number 21. Marco Bornacorsi wears the number 11 strip.
That
will come on.
Steve Guardado with the shot on goal right there. Corner kick coming up right here for El Paso. Herman Guardado will send it to the middle for the El Paso Patriots with 16 minutes to go in the contest. Here it comes. DJ Johnson right there. Heads it out. Guardado trying to get there. Johnson now battling with the Patriots. The Patriots get it inside. David Stewart, but Bill May comes out and grabs the ball in front of the goal. Another great decision by Bill May, just ahead of David Stewart as he was getting ready to load up.
David Stewart just touched a little bit out in front of him. Bill May pounced on it very quick, came off his line, smothered it. And you can't say enough about his playing in the first 2 games here. He's just played so well, so much confidence, and has really asserted himself as the #1 goalkeeper here.
Here come the Seals now with Kim Tai Simpson sending it across to Shawnee Simpson. The Seals trying to work on the clock right here. They haven't really made too many serious attempts at trying to add to their 2-0 lead in the second half. Seals really haven't had any shots on goal in the second half. El Paso has had 5, so they've had 11 shots at the goal tonight. But Bill May has been there. He has 5 saves in the second half alone, so he's done a great job as the keeper tonight, and replacing J.J. Wozniak, who had a great year last year, great goals against average, and Bill May so far has been stellar.
Every year the Seals, ever since Eduardo Yolde, who tragically died in a motorcycle accident, died, every year the big question going into the year was, do we have a goalkeeper? Do we have a goalkeeper? Last year was J.J. Wozniak who stepped up. Now they got Bill May. So fortunately for them, I guess Eduardo's looking up from above, taking care of them, making sure that they always have a good goalkeeper in the nets for them.
That shot drifted over the top of the cross that time. Bill May was in position, but the wind really got a hold of that last shot by the El Paso Patriots. Bill May now with a chance to eat up some clock with a long kick down. Under 14 minutes to go in the contest. Kim Tai Simpson trying to gain control, but it's Matthew Stewart who brings it across now. This is Kirk Wilson. Wilson trying to find a teammate. Good defense again by the San Francisco Seals. This is Batista sending it in, looking for a teammate, and again it's a Seal who ends up with the ball. Kirk Wilson now with the takeaway. Wilson tries a shot, but we have a whistle just before that. Going down was Jason Westcott.
The play has been dodgy all night long, and another Seal player goes down.
Looks like we got a tripping call against El Paso. They are racking up the fouls tonight.
They have to be well over 20 by now. Very physical game, even more physical than last week's game. And I didn't even think after that game that that was even possible.
And that was really one of the things that Tom Simpson talked about that was the biggest adjustment, was the physical style of play last week and how it can wear you down. And he worried about injuries. So far they haven't had any here tonight, although they are down a man because of a red card. Here comes David Stewart now trying to gain control, but a nice job by Angelo Sablo, but a whistle.
Offsides.
And an offsides call that goes against the El Paso Patriots. So
Sandra
12 minutes to go now.
Sandra Hunt was a little bit late seeing that, and fortunately the referee's assistant kept his flag up, and they got the right call.
2-0 San Francisco with the lead. Jason Westcott with a long ball headed down toward Marco Bonacorse. Now into the contest for the San Francisco Bay Seals. John Calmy, Bonacorse trying to keep it down at that end. Ball headed for Guardado. El Paso doing a nice job controlling the ball in the second half, but they have not been able to find the net. Lennon Perez with an opportunity right here. Bill May trying to dig in. This one goes just wide.
Great physical run when he had the ball. Slid through the defense a little bit. Seals caught a little bit flat in the back. Didn't have a whole lot of depth. He snuck out through there and unfortunately just pushed a little bit wide.
Kim Tai Simpson sends it down. Bonacorse trying to chase it down. Well, you won't get many better opportunities than that, and the shot just went a little bit wild. One of the defenders for the Seals got a piece of that before with Shawnee Simpson, who was helping out Bill May right there and was a big part of why that ball went wide. Here's Shawnee Simpson again, looking as fresh as he did in the early going. Shawnee Simpson, and this call is going to go against the Seals. El Paso with just 11 minutes to try to get back in this contest. San Francisco up 2-0. They've held on to this lead throughout this second half. They've been down a man for much of the night. Kirk Wilson trying to get a shot off, but Rob Gallo right there defensively. This is Steve Guardado now sending it back down. Into the corner it goes. This one up high, and again the wind takes a hold of it and just kills it.
Although the Patriots suffered through a dismal 8-20 season last year, they did play 12 overtime contests. So this is the team that is used to battling back and used to being in close games, and hopefully they can get one back here, as they do have the initiative because they are down 2 goals.
Bill May with another nice long kick out of the zone. Here's Rob Gallo now battling with Lennon Perez. Shawnee Simpson trying to clear it out, but here comes El Paso. Great opportunity right here. Kirk Wilson in the middle, giving it back to Lamelli, but Bill May gets there first. Bill May does it again.
I tell you what, I thought last week he played a fantastic game, might have even garnered player of the game honors. He's just keeping stymieing every attack that the Patriots have, and at some point you got to think to yourself, how are we going to beat this guy?
Incredible timing, not only making some great decisions, when to come out, when to attack the ball, but timing it so that he's getting there just ahead
and
of
holding
the
on to the ball, not giving up any rebounds, being strong, having strong hands. It's a great asset for a keeper.
Lennon Perez sending it into the middle to Kirk Wilson. El Paso a little bit frustrated at this point. Under 10 minutes to go, still trailing 2-0. Matt Stewart sends it across to the far side. Back inside it goes. Kimtai Simpson battling there with Batista, and Bill May once again coming up with the ball. Lennon Perez without much on the ball right there, but another save for Bill May.
Seals definitely need to tighten up the defense a little bit. Last 5 minutes have seen the Patriots with their best scoring chances. A little bit lazy, a little bit flat-footed. They might be a little bit tired. They have been playing down a man for a significant amount of time.
Shove right there on the far side. Marco Buonacorse almost sent into the bleachers that time, so the ball will go back over to the San Francisco Bay Seals right here. They lead it 2-0, 8 minutes and 35 seconds to go.
Substitution here, DJ Johnson, who was just grabbing his hamstrings coming out. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. And we got Eric Farfan in the game, I believe. Yes, it is Eric Farfan, Fresno State product. Very fit. He's an extremely fit player, lots of speed, and hopefully he can, him and Marco can keep the defenders of El Paso busy.
And he's a guy that can score too. He led Fresno State in both his junior and senior years in scoring. 8 minutes to go in this one. Kimtai Simpson sending this one high in the air. Chewing time off the clock. A 2-0 lead for San Francisco.
What you really hope that Marco Buonacorse and now Eric Farfan can come into the game is not only keep the defenders honest by tracking balls down the back, but you need them to hold the ball up front, possess the ball. There hasn't been a whole lot of that. Give your defense a chance to rest so they don't have to defend a lot. Possessing the ball is a lot easier than defending the whole time.
Ken Rogowski making a nice save right there. This is Kimtai Simpson looking long. Marco Buonacorse chasing it down in front of Herman Guardado.